Give me a second to get online here, make sure we're good.
Hey, at least you actually know how to use your mic, eh?
Huh?
So many people point these straight at people.
Oh, really? Yeah. I'm not that well versed in it, but I'm learning. I'm trying to get the sound down so that when I have somebody in that knows how to play it, I don't embarrass them by making them sound shitty. But just pull that thing right up to you there, Jess.
Yeah.
And then you can move her back when we go live. Thank you, brother, for the time. Welcome to St. Catharines. You come here a lot or what?
Not so much. I mean, I was here a couple of weeks ago. We did I think it was a couple of weeks ago. We did like a quick tour through Ontario and Quebec.
Okay.
Spent a little bit of time here in St. Catharines, but we just did a house show at a friend's house. I like to call the shit house.
The shit house.
That's where I'm staying right now.
Right on. So is it just a place to hang, or?
Yeah, place to hang with a moldy ass basement and a bunch of floorboards and a bunch of people in it. Last time we were here, had some fun. There's a pack of dogs everywhere. Neighbors that hate them. You know, good regular old punk house shit.
Right on. Tonight at Detour.
Tonight at Detour here in St. Catharines. It'll be fun. My friend Mike's gonna be playing stand-up bass with me. He's doing his own solo project as well.
Okay.
Playing banjo. He brought his own fold-up rocking chair.
Oh, for the stage?
Never seen a fold-up rocking chair before, but.
And what time do you figure you take the stage there?
Later.
9, 10, something.
Yeah,
like that?
I don't know. They'll probably start around 9 or 10, like they usually would on a Friday, and then I just play after everyone, I guess.
So for those, and I'm just getting to know you too. I'm pretty deep into your music already, and it's hypnotizing, it's fascinating, it's erratic and wild. And I still, like I said to you in the car, I'm undisciplined. It seems. I hope that's not
Appreciate that.
a shot at you, but unique as hell. And man, you're blowing up on YouTube. I mean, is this, you just post it and this is what you got, or did you work hard to get that type of reaction?
It's kind of a weird story, I guess. I spent a lot of years traveling out of a backpack and stuff with my dog and playing music on the streets for money and all over Canada. And then I went back to the island because I wanted to spend more time with my family and, well, I don't know, just be like, all right, I'm done with this now.
Victoria?
I actually am from Campbell River, Vancouver Island, on the north end of the island a bit.
Right.
And then, but yeah, I ended up moving to Victoria, and I was working for a rebar company, and yeah, I just was playing music in my backyard, and my neighbor, he'd heard me play before, and he filmed it. He filmed it on his cell phone really quick when I started playing the Crytunes cover song, Cold Beer, Donnie Dunphy's song there.
Was that the first one where you're kind of sitting on a log or sitting?
Yeah, it was actually my backyard at the time.
6.6 million views, bro.
Yeah, it's not the original posting either.
Oh, really?
But he was a part of the internet group Anonymous, and so when he put it up, someone ripped it off his YouTube, threw it up on YouTube, and the first time I saw it, it was at 400,000 views and just going up every time I pressed refresh. And then the guys who originally wrote the song, they contacted me through got a hold of me on the phone, and
oh, that's not your tune?
No, that's Donnie Dunphy. He's a Newfie hip hop rapper guy.
Really?
Yeah, it's very different, the original.
Oh, okay.
You'd be surprised.
Well, you own it now. I mean, you made it yours type of thing with it. You're not just covering it trying to sound like him. You made it yours.
Yeah, I definitely did a different style. And also, luckily, they were really happy with it too. And we recorded it in studio together. And
oh, really?
Yeah, they used it to help promote the movie they made, which was called How to Be Deadly, I'm pretty sure. They won best film in the Nova Scotia International Film Festival, best comedy, I think.
Okay.
And yeah, they used it in the promotion for the video they used it in the trailer.
Right.
And then they also used it for the credit roll in the movie. So that's how they managed to convince them to pay for it. I guess.
Right on. Cool, man. So now, did you do a part on the Trailer Park Boys, or did you act on it? I haven't seen. I thought I saw all the Trailer Park Boys, but I'm seeing episode season 9, 3 or something like that. Everyone's talking about.
It was season 9, episode 10, I guess.
Oh, is it?
But yeah, it was right around the same time before I'd even flown out to Toronto to hang out with the guys who wrote the song originally. You're
still talking about Marauder?
No, I'm talking about the cold beer song.
Marauder's
okay. Marauder's my own song.
Right, okay. Cold beer cry tunes.
Yeah. So they have a contest every year. I don't know if they're still doing it, but they did. And it's called I Should Be Fucking Famous. And someone sent me a message saying I should apply for I should like send in an entry.
Yeah.
And I didn't look at the rules at all for the contest, and like I just sent them a link to the
Typical
video.
Musician.
Told them I was a fan, and then they sent me back a message asking me if I like. They said that they couldn't find a SwearNet account linked to my email, and SwearNet's like their own company they started, like their own like website, like it's $4.20 a month, of course.
Right. I think they did that when they got canceled.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, they needed to like brand themselves again and keep it going. So they told me that I didn't have a SwearNet account and that I needed one. I told them I couldn't get one because I don't have a credit card. They told me that my entry was accepted, and I just like was like, oh shit, like did I just win? And like a couple weeks later, I found out I won. So then they flew me out to Nova Scotia. But that was like around the same time, so I got the Donnie Dumpy guys. They only had to fly me to Toronto, and then I got the Trailer Park Boys to fly me out to Nova Scotia. I missed my first flight, so I was gonna get
slept in.
I was gonna get picked. I was messed up, and but because I missed my first flight, instead like Mike Smith, who plays Bubbles on the show, he was leaving Halifax around the same time, so he picked me up at the airport in a Maserati, which was pretty cool. And then, I got to drive into the set with them, stayed there for a few days, got to play music for them at the rap party.
I saw that one. That's on YouTube, I think, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be the Marauder one with the red light on it. And then, then after I got to stay there for a few days, I got to be in an episode playing music with Bubbles a bit. The end of the ninth
Bubbles
season.
Is the musical connection to the show, eh?
Yeah. I already started out as a sound guy.
Really?
With them, but ended up getting put on the show. I don't really know if that's true or not.
Huh.
And then, yeah.
So you actually did a bit part on the show then?
Yeah, a brief one. I'm just like, I'm there in the background, and then during the part where Bubbles plays Liquor and Horrors, I'm standing next to him playing. But I didn't know the song, and I kind of had sunstroke because I passed out in the sun. So yeah, I didn't really, I don't know. People say I look like I didn't want to be there, but I was just like, I think I had a bit of sunstroke.
Yeah, out of your element a little bit too, eh?
A little bit, yeah. I guess I wasn't used to it. It's kind of weird being like hanging out with dudes who like I wasn't allowed to watch on TV when I was a kid.
Really?
Well, when I was younger, right? Like
How old are you anyway?
I'm only 28.
Right.
So like when I was like, like 10 years old and shit, they were on TV. Wow. I wasn't allowed to watch it. I'm like, I imagine they were out there like year 2000 and stuff.
Yeah.
They were already making a show, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, probably.
But I don't know. That's what I remember.
So how do you describe yourself? Where do you come from, and what's your background? You got music in your family as well, or?
No, not a huge amount. My grandma plays the music a bit, but it's hard to get her to do it these days.
What'd she play?
Accordion.
All right.
And then my grandfather plays some guitar too.
What's the nationality?
Does
the music come from their nationality, or no? They're just musical people.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. My grandfather, he came from Australia, and like my grandmother's like English, Romanian, and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess I'm like Scottish and whatever. It's Australia. Who knows?
And how many sets you playing tonight?
Just one. I only play one set at a show usually.
Yeah, a long one?
Yeah, like 40 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
Something like that.
Cool.
It would be so bad if I played a little slower. Like, stop yelling so hard.
Carpal tunnel's got to set in at some point, eh?
I just gotta write some songs that are easy to play.
Yeah.
Maybe one day.
Are they mostly all like hyper like that on the?
Usually pretty fast. Even when they're slow, I get like, I put a lot into it.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I don't know. I shake after I play music a lot. Like adrenaline or something, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Something like that.
You feel that when you take the stage? You get that boost? Or you like the stage?
Not so much from the stage. It's from playing.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm not really worried about the crowd.
Musicians usually don't have a problem setting up the stage, but and I always get a boost before I go up, and then I'm cool when I'm up there. I don't play, but speaking or MCing or stuff like that, I'm jacked just before I walk out, and then as soon as I get out there, I feel like I'm a lot better. But,
sometimes I just don't want to play, but other than that, it's fine. Once you get over that and just start doing it, it's all right.
Mm-hmm. Where can people find your music and stuff like that? Listen online, other than YouTube. I mean, holy cow, you got lots of stuff out there. That's a whole
YouTube's
database.
there. The whole album's on YouTube now.
What's the album called?
Shed Life.
Shed Life. Okay, I saw that.
And then there's also like Spotify and iTunes and stuff. But we have our own record label that we established. It's called Mile X Records. So there's like mexr.ca, and you can buy our merchandise and physical copies of the CD. And patches, shirts. We ship worldwide. Sent stuff all over the place now. It's pretty crazy.
So you're doing physical copies more than your downloads?
Yeah, it's both.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's both.
Distribution's changed the whole game now, eh?
For sure. Well, people still seem to want the physical copies. I can't wait to make some vinyl. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, oh, yeah, for sure.
I don't know if I want to, though. It's going to outlive me.
And it's not cheap. I got local guys, friends of mine here that they just put out a new album and put vinyl out too. And another buddy of mine that's touring again in Canada this year, and said, man, it's not cheap, man, to do vinyl now. So
it's worth it, though. People people really seem to value being able to get them on vinyl and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's worth it. They'll sell, and I don't know. It's just a kind of a cool thing to do. I guess I'm excited for it.
It's a different sound altogether too. It's so much warmer, and I love the. Well, there was one thing I've got an old amp, but the phono, you can't get a phono input almost unless you buy a really good amplifier these days. You buy a ProLogic receiver, most of them don't have a phono jack in the back, but I have to turn my phono up so loud, like compared to my CD or any other input. It's just, it makes the amp work too hard. So I got to figure it out, maybe a new amp or something like that. But that's about the only thing for me for vinyl is the volume. I can't seem to max it out, and then you got to have the turntable placed correctly too, or else you get the hum throughout. But
definitely not a big technical guy when it comes to that kind of stuff and amps and things. Like, I watch my friends who play electric guitars sit there forever and try to find like the perfect sound they want, and I just find a mandolin that sounds good.
yeah, cool.
I might get like a preamp or something soon to like try to bring my own sound with me and not just rely on whatever amplifiers people have and stuff. But I haven't really gone that far in on it yet.
What are you listening to? Who are you crushing on these days, or do you listen to music at all?
I do. I definitely listen to music. Some of my favorite artists, like I really like Rocky Erickson. He was in like the 13th Floor Elevators a long time ago, and then he did a thing like Rocky Erickson and the Aliens, and I tried to go see him last year, but they wouldn't let me in because I didn't have any ID. And then I don't know. I really like Possessed by Paul James. I think he's from Alaska. Really good artist. He's like, I don't know, he plays all sorts of instruments, and his father's name was Paul James and his grandfather's name was Paul James, and he's like one of like the most sincere musicians I think I've ever seen. I listen to all sorts of stuff in general. Like, I listen to a lot of metal and punk and hip hop even and whatnot. It's hard for me to sit still with music. Yeah,
for sure. And we talked a little bit about this on the way in. It's almost like an alter ego or creative outlet as for you as far as writing goes. And
yeah, I guess so. Like, I mean, it's fun. Like, I write some songs from completely like disassociative points of view where it's not actually me. And then like sometimes it's just like a bunch of my own feelings, but like try to like translate it into like poetic language instead of just writing about myself. You know, I don't know. It's hard to say that way, for sure. But I mean, like, it'd be fun to come up with like a character and like a whole character and be that character to write from. Because I feel like I could like hammer out songs so much faster when you're writing from your own perspective and like almost about your own story or about your own feelings. It's a lot harder to just like want to put it out there right away, because it's like burying yourself, and also like then you're putting your own self out there and your own image and to be judged by. Like, well, I could like come up with a character or wear a mask or something, and it doesn't matter what they think of that person or whatever, right? I guess it shouldn't matter anyways, but it's hard to
it's hard to get past that for sure. And I know that's so many of the speakers on tour now are talking about like, who cares, like seriously. And it's a big one to get by. And I always I had two feelings when I saw people that said, I don't care what people think. First off, I'd say, well, you're full of shit, because everyone does. And then in the back of my mind, I'm like, if you really feel that way, I'm envious. Because
why are you even showing people your music then?
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess like it's another thing though too with music is like there's so many times you could write a song that you like don't really connect with yourself anymore, or like you don't really feel like you want to play it anymore. But it's about there's like how many people out there might like it, or how it could help that many other people potentially, right? Like there's so many songs that have helped me out before. If that artist decided that they didn't want to play it or release it anymore, and then I never would have got to hear it in the first place, right? I guess.
Well, you hear so many of them say, well, if I cared what people thought, I wouldn't put out any music. And you always hear about the record companies in the back. You can't do, well, we want creative control and all this kind of stuff. But you ever considered doing like a concept or a full album in character?
I've definitely thought about it. I just haven't come up with the right idea yet, I guess. Or
some politically incorrect, like...
I'm not sure. I don't know. I was almost thinking about doing like an anti-police album. Call it call the group the Cops. Then you could do this whole thing where we all dress as cops and go out on stage and like these red and blue lights and like like everybody freeze, it's the cops or something. I don't know, and then just do a bunch of anti-police songs from that perspective. But I don't know.
Are you a bit of an anarchist at the heart?
I guess. I don't know. The choice to be a police officer is the choice to enforce laws that aren't from a government that isn't in our best interest. So like, by being a police officer, you're basically like promoting a power struggle. You're against your own people by being a police officer. But I mean, that's my opinion, at least.
Not such great experiences with them.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Cool, man. You say you got about 20 songs out?
Yeah, at least I'd say.
And how many covers have you done?
I don't know. Lots.
Yeah. Cool. What are some of your favorites to do other than the obvious?
I really like covering Fugazi song called "I'm So Tired." It's a lot of fun to do. St. James Infirmary isn't really technically a cover because it's an old traditional song, so it doesn't really have any like. I mean, it's a traditional, so anyone can do it. There's no one owns rights to it, so I guess it's still a cover. But St. James Infirmary is a lot of fun to play. Been covering a Biggie track a little bit. It's like "Give Me the Loot." It's a fun one to play.
Oh yeah, cool.
What's her name? I can't remember. It's just pop artist Lana Del Rey. I'm covering one of her songs
really?
A bit lately. Yeah.
Wow, there's a drastic transition.
At least she writes her own songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't see that.
You need a napkin or something?
No, it's all good. I got some thing in here. Yep. Spitting on myself.
Well, there's Elliot Thomas. Thanks for the hookup, Elliot. I'm glad you suggested Jesse as a guest. It's catch him tonight at the oh my god, I almost said something else. Detour Music Hall. And is there pass the hat or is it?
I think it's $8.
$8 at the door. Cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
You gonna kick something out?
Yeah, I play songs. Let's see here. So I should move this back a little way.
Yeah, just back it off so it picks up the. Nice.
Let's see what we got. What's something I've been playing lately? One or two, or?
Hey, whatever you're feeling, Jess. You got all the time.
Do a quick song for my dog. She's the best thing in the world, but lately I've been treating her no good. She's a flophouse queen, does herself a jumps to scene, and now I give her less love than I should. Gotta quit my job and go and hang out with my dog. I can fight and swim, get dirty and play. Gotta sleep outside, cuddle up in them moonrise. I don't think I should work for one more day. No, one more day. Yeah, no, one more day. One more day. No, one more day. Cause anywhere I sleep, I know I'm safe. When those coyotes zip, she keeps them all at bay. My whole goddamn life would just never be the same without waking up next to a stupid dumb face. On my face. So I told my boss I ain't coming to work tomorrow. He told me I might be out of a job. Told him that's okay, working's a sucker's game anyways. I'm 86 and this time me and my kid and I'm gonna wander out our days. 86 and this time me and my kid and I'm gonna wander out our days. Our days. Cause anywhere I sleep, I know I'm safe. When those coyotes zip, she keeps them all at bay. My whole goddamn life was just gonna be the same without waking up next to a stupid dumb face. A dumb face. It's hot fast as soon as you start playing. It's one of Arlo's songs. Well, that's Arlo's song. It's like what I was saying about writing from a different perspective. It's like I wrote this song as like a murder-suicide ballad, but it's like, you know, it's not my own perspectives. I don't know. It's just a song, whatever. It's having arguments with people on the internet about that. Yeah, writing a song about killing a woman is sexist. Okay.
It don't take much to get sexist.
Keep in mind he loves her. Remember the day, oh, when we kicked rocks, we picked up our socks and walked away to find the answers that I don't like. Oh, but you just might claim them all as yours. Ain't found no God, I met the devil, brought me a silver spade, and we dug your grave. I'll wring your neck, Sue sings so sweetly, you took it to me, where are my regrets? Before I worked the mines, I never missed the sky, never missed you once, never left you there to lie. So all my dreams and leave me restless, help me to forget, I left you breathless. I'll dig her up to find her wings, make her my marionette. Well, we can dance again, and I can pluck her strings, all crunched up frost beneath her bones. In the pale moonlight, oh, sharing this night, waltzing in the wind. Then put you back in your pine box, let them birds watch and draw my 45. I lost my hope, oh, to that sunrise, but by goddamn, giving those birds a nice surprise. Before I worked the mines, I never missed the sky, I never missed you once, till I left you there to lie. So all my dreams and leave me restless, help me to forget I left you breathless. Something like that.
Well done, brother.
Thanks. Yeah. So yeah, the song's not about killing women. I guess I'll do one more. This is another song that shouldn't be taken literally. I don't know. If you're taking art literally all the time, I think you're missing something. This one's a little easier to play. Shit. Should really play music in between my shows sometimes. Okay. Yeah, right. Let's get so warm playing music. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, thanks, brother. That was really cool.
No worries.
Honestly, got to give him a shout out here. Marauder got me through some bad times, he says.
Wow.
Hey, you ever get How often do you get acknowledged for like your impact, your music? Like somebody says, "Oh yeah, bro, shit, life got me through the breakup of the lifetime or whatever," you know?
Every day.
Yeah. Yeah, really?
Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, like.
Well, you're lucky, man.
Yeah. It's a lot of pressure. I'm just kidding. No, it's really cool. I mean,
when people say, you know what, your work that you do is probably a passion.
Yeah.
Labor of love. I mean, hopefully it's providing some level of stability as far as income goes. But I mean, if you wrote music just to make money, it'd be shitty music. Eh?
It's weird because like I was never really trying to do music. Like I said earlier, right? Like I was just playing. I was already. Sorry.
Yeah. No.
I'd already like pretty much like I was never trying to be a musician. That was never my goal. Like I was just playing music. And then like I'd already pretty much like moved on to just like being like, you know, whatever, I play music too, but I'm gonna just like do a life and then now I have a chance to play music for money and stuff. But like I wouldn't have wrote that song if I was trying to make music for people. But I mean, it's cool. There's a lot of songs out there that have helped me through a lot of times. It's really an honor to know that it's like that I've done that for other people too. But it's weird too. Kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it's weird. It's like it made a positive impact, I guess. It's nice to hear.
Yeah, and impacts come in many forms too, and that's what I said. I mean, I've got a few musician friends, and I find it, and just like I'm, humming Marauder today when we're on our way here, That's why I asked you hang out with musicians. Yeah. You ever get caught humming their tune when they're beside you? Does that ever make you feel weird?
It's awesome though. I just asked them to play it.
Yeah.
Like one of my good friends, we just toured with recently. It was one of my friends' acts called Just Reuben, and then the other act was Critical Miss, and they're both from the States. There was some of my favorite songwriters for sure, and like, yeah, after touring with them every day, there's no way don't get the songs in your head, especially the ones that like really hit you right.
Yeah,
I wouldn't find it embarrassing though.
Yeah, well, it just kind of seemed weird. Like I remember the first time it happened, I was standing with Aaron Berger. We were hanging out, and I've got one of his songs, and I'm I'm actually singing it, and then I'm like, really? Because I was hooked on the music, and it, you get an earworm, it sticks in you, and sometimes you wake up with it, and you don't know why. You wake up with that song in your head. I'm like, where did this come from?
I'm sure he was flattered.
No, he was. I was the one that was feeling awkward about it, but yeah, I appreciate your time, man. Hopefully everything goes well for you tonight, and next time you cruise back into town, let's do it again. If you got the time,
sure.
That'd be great.
We'll have some new
hanging
songs.
out with you. Yeah. Thanks, brother. Anything else you wanna get out before we get you back to reality? Public website or anything like that?
Yeah, Milex Records, mexr.ca. Other than that, just like, I don't know.
Yeah, what do you do to support these days other than like and comment and share? I mean, you can buy the stuff, obviously, the physical stuff.
Yeah, I guess. Go to the shows. Don't be a dick. I don't know. I'd like to definitely like try to use like being affected on the stage to try to like bring up the opiate crisis a little bit here.
Yeah,
so I've lost a lot of friends to that, and
wow, yeah.
So like, don't push people out of your lives just because they use drugs. Like, support safe injection sites. Narcan's free, naloxone's free. Go get it, use it. I don't know. Help your friends. Be safe. Practice safe drug use. Use buddy systems. And like test your shit. I don't know. Other than that, I don't know what to say.
You find, it's well said
People
right there.
sit there and talk shit about drug addicts all day, but then they're like, their favorite musicians are all drug addicts.
Well, it's funny. What's a drug today is recreational tomorrow, and it's still a drug. But and I've heard a lot of people having success using cannabis to get off the opioids. It's it doesn't completely mask physical pain, but the mental pain it certainly can help with, I guess. Do you find yourself, that's pretty political, do you find yourself getting political at all on stuff other than the music?
More anti-political, I guess, than anything. Like, not a huge Douglas Ford fan, that's for sure. But I don't really have a lot to say towards progression other than anti-police shit and like opioid safety, I guess. I don't know. That's about it, really. I don't know.
Play the music, man. Shut up and play, right?
Yeah, it helps.
Detour Music tonight. Check them on. Are you on Facebook or just? Oh, you got the page on
Yeah,
Facebook.
I got a Facebook fan page thing.
Fan page
Or
on
artist page.
Artist page, and then check out Cold Beer. Cry Tune. Cry Tunes.
Yeah, that was the original name.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm impressed with that type of. That's some serious action there, brother.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. The vertical video with like background noise. I set this, like I told you, I set this up for my buddy the other day. It was supposed to come over. you got a corporate sponsor already. Cigarettes and booze. Lighthouse would be all right sponsor. They make good beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Victoria base.
Oh, yeah.
Hell's Gate's a really cheap BC beer.
I didn't see this part of it. Oh, maybe it was another video I watched. It looked like the same.
This is my backyard.
Oh, is it?
Well, it was my backyard. I actually lit a cigarette on the way back in the airplane from the Trailer Park Boys thing and lost my connecting flight, and then just like got my friend to go break into my house and steal all my good shit from it before they threw it all away, and then got someone to bring my dog to me in Toronto.
Badass.
I guess. I mean, how else are you gonna end a trip to the Trailer Park Boys other than lighting a cigarette on an airplane, right? At least I could say I did.
You said you don't even smoke hardly. You must have been drinking.
No, I don't smoke that much, really. Yeah, but that was that.
Yeah. Cool, man. I appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
For sure. Thanks for having me.
All right, we'll just get this all taken care of here, and then we'll get it back to reality. See you later, Facebook.
Peace out.
Thanks, Elliot. That was pretty cool. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot. You stayed on.